I have some help here to explain what I believe about golf fitness. I believe that there are three areas that you have to focus on to be fit for golf. That is the core, the legs, the upper legs, the thigh, and finally, well, the hips and the buttocks, frankly. Core strength. How do I do it? Well, I've got three items here. For rotational strength, I do this every day. I have this wooden rod in my office and I do this. I do hundreds of these. I can be watching television. If you can get like that, you know that you're getting rotational strength. The other thing that I use is this. It's a momentous heavy driver. How heavy is it? Well, it's 350 grams. Average driver is about 50, 55 grams, maybe even 60. 350 grams. And I hit about 100 golf balls a day with it. It's like swinging with a brick on the end of your shaft. And I do that 100 a day, plus another 100 left-handed. You do that, you're going to have core strength. Remember, this is 350 grams. My mantra is living strong at any age, being active and strong at any age. How can you be so fit, so strong at any age? Let's talk about it. Welcome to the gym at Ancala Country Club. Privileged to belong to a club that has a great exercise area, gym, whatever you want to call it. I love being in the gym. I don't spend a lot of time there because truly what I believe, my fitness, having all these world records and everything, comes because of two principles. One is lift, but the other is move. Lift and move. You have to lift and move. So 3 days a week I hike. Fortunately, live close to a mountain slope, so I can go up the mountain on just really hiking in rough terrain. That's excellent. Anything you can do to move. Also, you saw working with the wooden rod, but I like to work on my arms. This mostly I talk, about the legs and the glutes and the back and so forth, but I love to do arm curls. This is fun for me. I'll tell you what I do with arm curls. I do 25 pounds and I do it 40 times at once. And I just keep going until I've done my 40, and I do it, it's in my office. I've got a set of weights in my office. So I'll do them, and then when I finish, I've done 40, I'll rest, and maybe before lunch, maybe after lunch, but 5 times a day in my office, I'll do these arm curls. Well, you go, well, Bob, how good is that for you? How good is it for you? Well, if you do 40 arm curls 5 times a day, you've done 1,000 arm curls in a week. That's pretty good. Because we want to work on our thighs and our glutes and strength there, one of the best exercises we have right here. It's called the goblet squat. Now, this is 50 pounds. I do it with 25 pounds and multiple times, multiple sessions. But the goblet squat just really works this. Plus, you're keeping your upper body straight and you've got the weight to really help you maintain that angle. The goblet squat, great for you. One of the most important angles in your body when you're swinging a golf club is this hip angle, because you're standing over it like that, and this hip angle, strengthen it. It's called the hip hinge, and it's done almost like, a squat where you go down like this, except this one you put your body forward and your hips back, and it goes more like this. And trust me, it's great. You're going to feel the difference. It's going to give you stability to your golf swing. I've said before that the most important part of our exercise is the core, but you want strong forearms and wrist. Best exercise, wrist curls. 2, 3, 4, just do them like this. And then, not only are you doing them this way, start doing them this way. Oh, just felt that one. That I'm using 10 pounds here. You can use 15. You can use 5 or 2 pounds, whatever you want. But wrist curls really do the wrist and the forearms, and you want to be able to hit the ball long and strong. Sit-ups, leg lifts, but you got to do them. You have to work on this core. You must be doing the sit-ups, the sit-ups, the sit-ups, and you do them in sessions. And you have to do them, I do them first thing in the morning. I do the push-ups and the sit-ups, and that is so good for you, but you've got to be disciplined. You've got to pick out the number of times a week that you're going to do your exercises and do them those days and be consistent. Be consistent and regular. I guess now I have to go on to my least favorite, leg lifts. They're absolutely necessary for the core, for the ab, and the core is the most important exercises that you do. Got to do leg lifts, so put your fists under your buttocks and just go to work. Of course, we do a lot more than that, but you can pick your number, but you have to do it at least 3 days a week and maybe 3 times during the day, morning, noon, whatever, and accumulate the numbers of the leg lifts, of the sit-ups, of the squats. It's the number that you get total in a week, not the one workout where you show how impressive you are with everything that you do in the gym. Consistency. Here's my favorite. Most important exercise. Everybody can do it. No equipment needed. All you need is the seat of your pants and a chair or a love seat or a couch or whatever it is. You know what it is? It's called getting up. You go, well, that wasn't a big deal. Never use your hands or your arms to get up. Try that. Just get up. Just get up. Just get up. You start doing that and you'll start being stronger and stronger and stronger. Even when you get out of bed, just roll over, sit on the edge, get up. Never use your hands or your arms to help you up. That's just going to cripple you sooner. Yes. No, actually, this doesn't weigh anything. But you saw me doing it with Tom Watson, where he used it to point at the golf ball. Watson does that, did that all the time to get his shoulder angles right. I do it for rotational strength. In other words, I just go like this, and I'll do it 50 times, sometimes 100, but I'll do it again 5, 6 times a day. You can buy one of these anywhere, Home Depot, Walmart, anywhere, and just cut it down to fit yourself, and then try to extend and extend and extend and extend, and it will really help your turn and give you rotational strength, explosive strength in your legs. How can you work on that? By being explosive, jumping, absolutely jumping, and jump in an explosive way. You do that over and over and over again, you're going to find explosive power in your golf swing. Some people like to do a standing broad jump. That also is great, but I like to jump up. Boy, I'm a tad over 6 feet. I played college basketball back in the day. Yes, I could jump high enough to stuff the ball. Slam dunk. Not anymore, but it still adds to your explosiveness, even if you're only that high, or that high. Shoot, Larry Bird only went that high, didn't he? Explosive jumping. In golf, when you try to set a Guinness World Record, you can't do it if you're doing it by the numbers unless you lease the golf course. I did that when I played 500 consecutive holes, took 39 hours, played through the night. But the big record of 1,850 holes leased the entire course for the week and just played every day. Easy way to picture it is if you played 72 holes came in, got a little drink, freshed yourself up. You had to go out and play another 200 that same day and do it 7 days in a row. It's a lot of golf, but one of the fun things was, so I'm in the cart, out of the cart, in the cart, out of the cart. My chiropractor was so concerned that, say on a par 4, you get out of the cart and hit the tee ball, you get in the cart, you go to the ball, get out, hit ball, get back in, go to the green, hit the putt, come back. That's 6 times on a par 4. And just imagine the par 3s and par 5s. 2,000 holes just about. 6 times a hole, do the math. You're getting in and out of the cart. My chiropractor said, that worries me the most. You have to have a strong core. That's the reason I focused on it, because when you're getting in a cart, you're at this angle. Funny anecdote though, I finish on a Saturday. Monday, I'm invited to play in another one of those pro-ams where you're the pro and you got 4 amateurs. And I'm playing about an hour and 45 minutes per 18. You know, hit it, boom, go, 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 go. You do that for 7 days. Then you get to a tournament and there's 14A and 14B and 5 players, and then all these guys take practice swings, and you're going so slow. I went crazy. I was going around a golf course like this, and all of a sudden, I never was more miserable on a golf course. So, Ironman tip of the week, play faster. Please play faster. Yep, I told you I got into a fight with Chuck Norris, tougher than you. Actually, I was at a TV station, this is 1978, doing the early late news. The early news always was in sports. You always tried to do something interesting. Chuck Norris had a movie out. The first real starring role where he was the good guy. He had been with Bruce Lee in a couple of those karate flicks. This was called Good Guys Wear Black. I'd never heard of Chuck Norris. Shows up to promote the film, and I'm talking to him, and he said, well, let's do something when we come on live. And he showed me this. He said, I'm going to come at you. He says, take your hip and throw me over the hip. Use your hip to throw me on the ground. Then I'm going to jump up. And when I jump up, I do not want you to move. I want you to be as stiff as a board. He says, you can even close your eyes. Do not blink. So I go, we start, I've got Chuck Norris, 7-time karate champion with me, but he's not so tough. Boom, see? And then he jumps up like this, and he threw 750 blows at me in 12 seconds, I think. And they're coming within that. My heart is beating so fast. Chuck Norris, absolutely amazing. And what a great guy, and what a great story. But for you, health, good wishes, and great fitness.